Hello again, guys. Just wanted to start by saying thank you, everybody who watched and liked and viewed and everything. My first video, I was actually quite overwhelmed, to be honest, with the response. It was nothing as to what I expected at all. It's pretty lost for words, actually. The positive feedback I got from it was overwhelming, and it made me so pleased that I did it, and so proud that I did it as well, because it's quite a big thing to admit that you've been struggling. I know that, so many people know that. And actually, the aim of the first video was to improve my confidence, and already, talking to you, I feel a lot more confident, and so thank you for that. Today, I pretty much just wanted to have a talk about, well, pretty much I just wanted to build slightly more on what I spoke about in my previous video. So I touched on my life a little bit in that video, but nowhere near all of it. I'm a very detailed book. So pretty much I just wanted to talk about bullying in this video. I've just finished my first ever podcast that I was invited to do, which was brilliant, and it was so nice to be able to tell other people my story and give them advice on how to help them, because that's what it's all about. We've got to help each other, especially now more than ever when people are struggling, people aren't at work, and people are overthinking things, which is understandable. So, like I said, I wanted to talk about bullying today. Now, everyone knows that bullying is just vile, and people that do it are just cowards, really. I would swear, but I'm not going to. All throughout school, I was bullied for how I looked, bullied for how I acted, pretty much bullied for everything, actually. Bullied because I couldn't see and I had to wear glasses. Bullied because I didn't have any hair at the time, so I was basically had a very round head. I was bullied because I was very overweight, basically, and I was bullied because I did act camp and gay, and all of this stuff builds up in someone's head, especially someone who's only 11. It's so wrong that people think it's okay to criticise somebody just because they've got different hair, different personality, or because I can't see, as if I chose not to see. And I think there's so many people who I know who've been bullied, and I just can't understand why people would do such a thing. Like, they made me feel like I was worthless. They made me feel like there was no point because I was ugly, I was fat, my hair was crap, this, that and the other. And nobody should make someone feel like that, no matter how old they are, regardless of whether they're kids or not. They should know right from wrong, and they should know that bullying is wrong. There's a reason that schools have an anti-bullying week. But unfortunately, some people just decide not to listen. Some people are just generally horrible people. And unfortunately, that's the way it is. But I think it's important not to let people, negative people, make you think negatively of yourself. And in my opinion, bullies only bully someone because they hate how they are. Or there's always a reason behind it, but it doesn't justify why they do that and why they make someone feel so rubbish about themselves. I've always said bullying is not okay, and people should call it out. But unfortunately, often people that bully others are often popular kids, popular people. So their followers, their sheep, are too scared to do that because they're too scared that they will be bullied if they do, and they will lose their popularity. But if you think about it a bit deeper than that, would you rather be popular but someone who makes somebody feel like crap, and you make somebody feel like they don't want to live anymore, and makes them cry every night, and makes them do things that they shouldn't have to do, like being sick so they lose weight quicker, basically? And nobody should make someone feel like that. I'd much rather be an unpopular person, a boring person, a nerdy person, but somebody who treats others with complete respect and complete, empathy and honesty, and just one simple compliment can make somebody go from here to here. It can improve their mental health like that. And I think that is so important, because that's the only way, that we are going to end bullying, really. Until people start calling it out, it's going to continue. No matter what anyone says, that is the end of it. And that's wrong. I've had enough of it. So many people have had enough of it. You see so many people killing themselves over it. Young girls, young boys, because they feel like they don't fit in, feel like they don't belong, when they do. Because the fact is, they were made that way for a reason. Everybody is different. I don't see why some people should think that a young girl, for example, should look like this girl. No, they shouldn't. There's no set way. How you should have your hair, what clothes you should wear, how you should do your makeup. There's no set way. Everybody is unique, and I touched on that in my first video. Everybody is unique in how they are, how they look, their personality, everything like that. And as long as they are kind, nice people who always strive to do their best and the best for other people, then let them be who they want to be. There's no problem. As long as it isn't hurting anybody, I don't see the problem. I really don't. And that was the same with me, because I was always kind to my friends, my family. I always put other people first, and I always tried to think positively. Yet some people thought it was okay to belittle me, degrade me, and make me actually want to die, to be honest. All throughout my teenage years, that's how people made me feel. Even some members of my family, that's how they made me feel. And that's horrible, really, to say. I don't like saying that, because I don't like upsetting people who do care for me. But that's what bullying does to people. I think this year, before the coronavirus outbreak, we all saw that with Caroline Flack. Now, I'm not getting into what she may or may not have done, whether she was guilty or not. That doesn't matter. The fact is, she was made a scapegoat, and she was targeted by the media, by loads of other people, saying straight away she is guilty because she was a very powerful, rich, successful woman. In my opinion, other women, not all women, but some women and men, don't like that. They don't like powerful women, unfortunately. And they hounded her, and they hounded her, and they hounded her. The media did, especially. Until eventually, she killed herself. She hung herself, and her dad found her. Now, I know what that's like, how awful you feel to be able to do that and to want to do that, and it is the most loneliest, horriblest, darkest place you can ever be. But so many people do it, men especially, actually, because they feel like they can't talk. But in terms of bullying, she was bullied. She was bullied to death, and that's awful. And you'd think people would realise that's what happened and would strive to make society a much nicer place. Because that's what so many people do try and do. I try and do that all the time. But unfortunately, there's always people that don't, and all these people that are unkind. For a bit after that, there was a hashtag be kind, or in a world you can be anything, be kind, which is so true now. And I think for about a month, people were taking notice of that, and that was fantastic. It made people realise that little comments do go a long way, and one negative comment will always be more profound in someone's mind than 10 positive compliments, because nobody's ever 100% happy with themselves, and if someone says something negative, then they will dwell on that, like I did for so many years, and like I still do now. When people call me fat, I dwell on that all the time. And it's sad that even now, during this outbreak, people are still doing it. People are still divided. People are still having to go at each other and moaning at each other. And, it's frustrating. People should stick together. People should try and help each other. People should try and work through things, but not criticise others for what they believe in, or their opinion, or even how they look. But that's how things always seem to escalate to. If somebody's having an argument, things always seem to escalate up into, oh, you're ugly, you're this, you're that, and it's so wrong. Everybody has the right to an opinion, but unfortunately, this is the society we live in. So all we can do is try and be kind, and that's why I've tried to have started these videos, because I really wanted to try and be a positive voice, showing I was there. I was in a mess for about 8 years. I was so down, so depressed, so anxious, so I felt sometimes so suicidal. But now here I am. I'm a lot happier, and you can come through these things. And although I'm still a bit anxious, well, very anxious to be honest, before I go out, I am working on that, and I will do that. And now I've come to the point where I don't care about bullies. I don't care about them. They're completely irrelevant to my life. If somebody wants to criticise me for how I look or anything, then I'm just like, okay, I don't care. What are you telling me? It's your problem, not mine. I'm happy with how I am. I'm happy with, well, maybe not happy with how I look, but I'm working on that. But I'm happy with my personality and everything else about me. So stuff like that is completely irrelevant to me now. But I think for younger people, it takes a lot to grow that thick skin. And from years and years of torrents of abuse that I've received for my views or my looks or anything, I've managed to develop that thick skin. But unfortunately, for those that don't have that, this is where depression, anxiety and suicide comes into it. But just, they should know, everybody is beautiful. Everybody has strengths, and everybody was made for a reason. Uniqueness is a thing. Nobody looks the same. You are the only person out of 7 billion that looks like you. That's pretty amazing, to be honest, in my opinion. So, but yeah, all I wanted to do was say bullying, it's not right. So if you do know somebody who does it to others, call it out. Doesn't matter who to, but call it out. Because just put yourselves in the other person on the receiving end of that shoes, how rubbish it would make you feel. And if that person wants to do something to themselves, such as suicide, just think, how would that make you feel? Because it would make me feel pretty crap. And it's knowing I could have done something. So please, call it out. Because bullying is not right. And it leads to things much, much worse. So people work together and do these things and forget what they say. Do not let bullies get into your mind. Just think, okay, that's your opinion, but your opinion is irrelevant to mine, to me. So, bye. Simple, that's all you've got to say. And then smile and walk off. That's it. That's what I do now. And it's made me a lot happier because of it. So thank you for watching. I hope I didn't ramble too much. I'm going to post quite a few more videos now, and I've got a lot more things I'd like to share over time. But thank you again for watching, and thank you so much for the positive, really positive feedback from the first video. It really does mean a lot to me. Please, if you can, subscribe to the channel and like the video, and write in the comments what you think, and even your experiences. If you're struggling, write it, and I'll try and message you as well. And please, if you can, share the video so we can spread this positive message, because it affects everybody. Okay. Thank you so much. Have a great day.